Hey guys, it's Bro You Whack, and all the skins for Season 15 has finally released, and you know what that means. We're gonna look at all the skins, rank them, and decide, hey, which skin are we gonna go broke for? And go to debt, and lose all of our kids, and the wife. But I mean, how could we not spend all of our money on the Sserafim skins, rainy day skins, toxic skins? Okay, I can see why we wouldn't spend money on those kind of skins. Or how we wouldn't spend money on the 38th worst skin of Season 15, what is probably the worst skin of all time in this game, Zarya's Cyber Enforcer skin. Just why? Zarya doesn't get a lot of skins, but when she does, she quite literally gets the worst skins imaginable. And Cyber Enforcer, I think, is her worst skin of all time. Like, I would rather spend money on recolors than this skin. Her hair looks gross, her clothes are terrible. Like, if there wasn't a Battle Pass skin, no one would use this skin. And even then, you shouldn't be using this skin. Just like how you shouldn't also be using Lucio's Tianima skin. I don't even know how to pronounce it, but I don't even care. This skin, also just terrible. It's straight cheeks. Like, I googled what a Tianima is, and apparently it's a winged horse. He's a frog. I just hate when they fill the battle pass up with garbage skins like the Zarya and Lucio skin, because again, I'd rather have a recolor at that point. Back to back to back terrible skins, all from the battle pass. Then the third worst skin is Torbjorn's Sindri skin. Honestly, Torbjorn, he just looks racist. I'm not gonna expand on my reasoning for that, it just does. When creating this list, I didn't realize that the bottom four skins were all from the battle pass, but Toxic Venture is probably the best of the worst skins that we've gotten from this season. So we have a Toxic green jacket for Venture, but then orange Tracer pants, tight orange Tracer pants. The proportions look wrong, the colors look weird, like this, I just know for a fact it's gonna be one of Venture's worst skins that they have, but it sucks because they're not ever gonna get any more skins past this skin. Venture, I'm sorry that Blizzard hates you this much to where they're giving you the Zarya treatment. But for the next two skins on this list are gonna be recolors, but not just any recolors. In fact, the first spot, I'm just gonna put two Mercy skins. I want you to take a guess on what you think the recolor is that came out this season. Did you guess Crimson Knight was on the left side? Well, you'd be wrong because it was actually on the right side. Crimson Knight Mercy skin was a recolor of the Royal Gladiator skin from the Overwatch League a couple of years ago. In fact, I even did a sponsorship for this skin specifically. All they did was change her armor into black. Now the skin looks cool, but the fact that this is the fourth recolor of this skin just irks me. And we're also getting the fourth recolor for Crimson Summer Genji. And in case you guys are wondering, we got Hopi Genji, we got Shanghai, and the Dallas Fuel versions of this skin, and now we're getting the fourth recolor with Crimson Summers. Look, I love the skin design, but getting a fourth recolor, just, Look, I know it's just the Overwatch Esports board of directors saying who are the most popular heroes that isn't Kiriko that we can recolor. They landed on Mercy and Genji, chose their most popular skins, and sold them for a fourth time. And it's getting tiresome because there's so many other Overwatch League skins that could get recolored. We have the 9 other recolors to come out of Season 15, which is Jade Serpent Widowmaker, Ash's Azura Huntress skin, Tracer's Rainy Day skin, a fourth recolor for that graffiti skin, Orisa's Rainy Ducky skin, and of course the 5 Seraphim recolors titled the Blue Flame Bundle, which in order is going to be Diva, Tracer, Sombra, Kiriko, and Brigitte. Look, I hate recolors, but Season 15 recolors are some of the best that we've seen, and they're actual good recolors, even though they've kind of overdone it at this point. But in terms of the Sserafim Collab recolors, Diva's obviously the worst because they barely did anything to Diva herself and barely did anything with the mech. Tracer's Blue Flame skin, I don't really like. I get it, it's a blue color scheme, but they have this awkward auburn tone with her hair. Then we have Sombra, who's actually pretty decent. I love her pink hair, plays nice with the blue. Kiriko, I love your blonde hair. I mean, your original Seraphim skin is still the best, but your Blue Flame one is not that bad. And then Brigitte, I adore your blue hair, but they're still recolors at the end of the day, which is why I always put them at the bottom of the list, because they're just an imposter and no sussy. But finally getting into some good skins coming out of Season 15, at the 23rd spot, it pains me to put a Mei skin this low on the list, but this is going to be her Suani skin. So the theme for Season 15 is a lot of Chinese mythology, and Suani or Sani, I'm probably mispronouncing it, but basically it's like this mythical lion, deer looking thing. The concept is cool, but for Mei, the only Chinese hero in the game to get this sort of skin, it just baffles me. And the fact that they removed her glasses, which makes her look so uncanny, throws this whole entire skin off. Please give her back her glasses. She cannot see, Blizzard. Now, the 22nd spot, we have yet another Chinese mythology inspired creature in the form of Hazard's Bixie skin. So this was actually part of the starter pack where you can get this free skin if you just spend $10 on 1,000 Overwatch coins. And they always bundle in some wacky type of skin in the starter pack. But I mean, it doesn't look bad. It just looks very weird. He's supposed to take the form of this Chinese dragon, but he looks more like an alligator from Spider-Man. Besides, he's a furry. Dress him up as a dog, not this dragon alligator creature. But now the next 4 skins are gonna be the epitome of Chinese mythology, which is gonna be Sigma's, I'm gonna mispronounce these, Taingwang. Next we have Reinhardt's Zhengzong Taingwang. Please forgive me, Mandarin speakers. Kuriko's Guangmu Taingwang. Oh, this is gonna be painful to post. And then the final skin out of the 4 bundle skins is Mora's Duangwang Taingwang skin. Alright, so I'll fully admit the West is not really gonna have an appreciation for these skins because these are supposed to be taken in this form of a Buddhist god. And we can definitely see that with their royal accessories, but while I can appreciate what it's inspired from just every single time they did this before in another Lunar New Year event where they took inspiration by Chinese generals way back in the day, and I think the same is gonna be felt with these 4 skins. Like Sigma, easily forgotten of his skin. Reinhardt, that just looks like his Lynch King skin from the World of Warcraft collab. Kuriko definitely did not need this skin. Out of all skins, this is the most unnecessary Kuriko skin, but Mora looks the best because I think it not only looks the coolest, but it's also kind of fitting of the vibe of Mora. I love the purple effect that's normally in tubes just floating around her arms, and the blue skin just, it's a dope looking skin, man. One thing that I can really appreciate this season though is that the theme actually had a bunch of Chinese mythology skins. At the 17th spot, we got another skin for Orisa that I think is really sick. It just goes to show how many good skins came out this season. And this is her Bayan skin. Once again, probably mispronounced it. Just give me a pass this whole entire video, will you? This is supposed to take the form of like another Chinese mythology dragon of some sort. Kind of gives me lion vibes also, but I love the scroll that's in Orisa's mouth with the fading healing effect. But I also love her gun too. Very rarely do I ever talk about Orisa's arm gun, but I love the jade paired up with the gold camo. It looks very clean because it also matches the rest of her armor because we see gold accessories seen throughout. At the 16th spot, we have the better toxic skins for heroes that are actually Doofus is probably just the toxic one, but it's gonna be Doofus's and Winston's toxic skin. So at first I didn't really like the toxic designs of these skins. I thought they were just kind of like nah, kind of boring. But then I actually looked at the details of both of them, and for Doofus specifically, I love the green veins seen throughout, but especially his Doofus gauntlet with the toxic fluid going up his arm and into his shoulders is a sick touch too. Also just really love his mask. Sort of reminds me of the Plague skin from Reaper's skin set, but I do think Winston's toxic skin is just a wee bit better than the Doofus skin. I mean, he kind of does look like a bootleg Hulk. I love what they did with Winston's jetpack. Obviously, they have the toxic fluid there, but we also see sort of like tentacles or whatever, like some sort of experiments that Winston was working on in the gas chambers. We also see Doc on his chest and E equals MC square on the gun. Just little hidden details that sets the skin apart and makes it actually a decent skin for Winston. But now, hot gamer girls and e-girls everywhere, we have our first Sserafim 2.0 skin to come out of the collaboration, and this is gonna be Iliari's collab skin. I think everyone can agree that Iliari's is probably the worst out of the 5, but that doesn't mean it's bad by any means. I will admit, just for the 5 skins as a whole, I don't think they're as creatively designed as the first set of skins, specifically with the pants. They're all wearing the same denim pants except for Mercy, who's wearing a unique white skirt, so that sets her apart. But for Iliari, what sets her apart is kind of her downfall, and it's that cut-off green jacket. Iliari's main color is maroon, so I don't know why they gave her a green jacket, because not only is that not her color, but it's also not Seraphim's color. It's mainly purples and blues and pinks, not really green. But I love the glasses, I love the hairdo. Like, I'm glad Iliari is getting a skin, and she's not oversaturated like Kuriko and Mercy, and now Juno. When it comes to skins, she actually gets a tasteful amount of them. But if you thought it was a crime to rank Iliari's skin that low, then get ready for the 13th best skin to come out of season 15, because it might surprise some of y'all to see Zenyatta's Mythic skin this low. though. You have to understand, most people when they get the mythic skin are only gonna get the first level. They're not gonna get the second level, the third level, the fourth level, all the different colors in the mask. So when we judge a mythic skin, it's commonly gonna be with just the base mythic skin. And I'll be honest, I don't really like it. I think the mask is very creepy and the colors are just kind of whatever. It's white and gold and some teal on the mask. I mean, I do like the other masks and the other colors and the effect behind Zenyatta. Like, it's a good mythic skin. It's just the base one. Oh my god, it's so bad. It's but the thing that kills this skin for me is the orbs. Oh my god, what were they thinking? I'm sure it has something to do with the lore of what the skin is inspired from, but it's orbs. They're supposed to be round or at least circular. Yeah, we have like nutcrackers and yeah, it's a little bit like oblong shape, but this is just like, I don't even know what the shape is, a cauldron, but I'm not trying to sound like it. In fact, this is the 13th best skin to come out this season, especially one with the collaboration as popular as Sserafim. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to beat those skins. Speaking of which, coming in next at the 12th spot is gonna be our second Sserafim collab from the Fearless Bundle, which is Diva's 2.0 collab. Not only does Diva have the OG skin, but she also has a recolor, which isn't really much of a recolor, but it's probably not much of a recolor because she did get a third collab skin with this one with a bunch of blues. Blue hair, blue crop top, blue mecha with the hot branding of Sserafim's new album. Like, they really went all out with the blues here. And I don't know, like, I love the blue. It's just oversaturated with the blue that I can't really appreciate Diva's design because it's just so blue. Maybe I'm just nostalgic of the first collab set, looking at those skins with rose tinted colored glasses, and I see these ones and they're still good, but nothing can beat the original girlies. And it doesn't help that the pants are all the same except for one skin. You couldn't have worn like maybe leggings or something, Diva? You know I love to judge a Hanzo skin, but man, he just sometimes gets some of the best skins from the battle pass, and I just have to give him his flowers. Hanzo's Guangmong skin is inspired from another Chinese mythological creature, which takes the form of a man and a bird. And we can clearly see that with the design throughout his whole entire body, with feathers making up his armor pieces, but also wood making up his limbs. We see bird feetsies at the bottom and even more feathers on his headpiece, but then we see the human face of Hanzo, and I hate that man so much. But man, he has some of the coolest skins in the game. I also just really love the ghostly green effect coming out of his shoulder. Like, that's one thing Blizzard is doing a lot more in Overwatch 2, is having more effects with their skins. Cracking into the top 10 is gonna be our third Sserafim 2.0 skin, and it was one that I thought was gonna be my favorite because I absolutely love Juno, but her fearless skin, it's kind of boring. Once again, it's the pants. Did they all go to Forever 21 and pick out the same colored pants just in different styles? And I love her big giant moon boots sneakers. That's a cool little touch. And then her crop top, it's like a pink sports bra. It's fine. It's just fine. Like, she looks like she's having this athletic design, but then she has baggy pants too. I don't know, kind of throws it off a little bit, but I love her hair. And I also love that they decided early on that they were gonna remove her helmet for some of her skins, because that would have just looked so weird to have a helmet with this skin. But one thing that I just always have a problem with when it comes to Juno skin specifically is the gun. They don't really do a lot with it, maybe because it's so small and tiny, but I do love the purple and pink colors with the Sserafim branding on the clip of the gun. Just please, Blizzard, next time you do a collab like this, don't give them all the same pants. But going from one Hanzo skin to another at the number 9 spot is one of the most random skins to come out this season, and this is Hanzo's Ultra Watch skin. So I'm confused because there was already an Ultra Watch season. I think it was season 10. Why is he just now getting one? This isn't a recolor by any means either. My guess is that the designer who was making this skin maybe had gotten sick halfway through the skin and they just barely finished this skin, and it was so cool of design that they just had to release it. And thank God that they did it. I never thought I would actually be praising a Hanzo skin, but how could I not? This is one of the coolest Ultra Watch skins with a purple armor set and gold accent colors and a mask, something that we don't ever see with Hanzo, that actually covers up his ugly face. Makes me actually like this skin. I would actually love to play this hero if we have a mask that can cover up who I'm playing. And with so many dragon elements throughout the skin, like on the shoulder, on the thigh, even on his bow and arrow, dude, dare I say this might be Hanzo's best skin ever. It's that good. Love her or hate her, she is gonna be getting 4 skins every season. I'm not kidding. She got 4 skins in season 15, but by Z Kuriko, man, it's a fire skin. People complain about Kuriko skins, but she gets some of the best skins of all time. But Z, I really like for many different reasons. One, the colors are so good. I love the blues with the light blues and the white. They all just fade in beautifully with each other. Now, the silhouette might be a little bit awkward, especially with her deer-like ears, but that's because this takes inspiration from, once again, another Chinese mythology creature, some sort of like Chinese beast that's supposed to represent wisdom and joy. Obviously, that doesn't matter with Kuriko. She could be one of the sassiest, angry type of heroes of all time, and she could still try to represent joy because she represents making money for Blizzard. Even her accessories are cute as well, especially her papers. I love when they don't ever just have like a square design, but playing with like waves or just different elements of the papers. I get it's a Kuriko skin, it's overdone, but at least she's not getting recolors, at least not this season. The Junker Queen got one of my favorite Chinese mythology skin, and it's gonna be taking the number 7 spot with her Queen Lin skin. So Queen Lin, you could probably guess, is a Chinese dragon, and we can guess that because of her giant dragon hairpiece and her luscious flow with almost this fiery effect coming out of it. But the dragon elements don't stop there. We got dragon scale armor, a dragon head on her shoulders. We even have dragons on her axe. And then mixed in with this beautiful color scheme with greens and reds, it's just power. And this is why I love Junker Queen skins. She kind of reminds me of Kuriko, but not overdone, where you can just have her in any sort of skin, a hot skin, a creature inspired type of skin like this one, just any type of element you put Junker Queen in, she's probably gonna look good in it. Like, they should overdo it with Junker Queen skins instead of Kuriko. Speaking of heroes that get way too many skins, at the 6th spot is probably one of my favorite set of skins to come out of Overwatch 2, and the first is gonna be Rainy Day Mercy. Honestly, the 3 Rainy Day legendary skins could all be number 1, because I know many Mercy fans are gonna say this is the best skin that she's ever gotten, and I don't blame them because it's so adorable and precious. Mercy's no stranger to getting cute skins, but this is on a whole different level. She's got the Disneyland-like ducky hat with the rubber ducky planted smack dab on top of the hat, and she also has rubber ducky bright yellow raincoat and boots too. She's just all decked out on yellow and orange. Like, it's so wild to think that if you just put heroes in casual attire but make them bright and colorful and fun, that it makes a good skin. And I imagine they're going to be recoloring a lot of these skins in the future because, well, actually, they didn't sell some of these skins. They gave them away, so they got to make their money back somehow. It's probably going to be through the form of recolors. And no hero is more synonymous with recolors than the 5th best skin to come out of Season 15, and that's Rainy Day Kuriko. I love this skin. I love everything about this skin. This is why I say, love her or hate her, she has some of the best skins of all time. Bright pink hair and a ponytail, bowed up with a fox bow tie, and blue highlights that match perfectly with her blue raincoat. Foxes on her glove, foxes on her boots. She even has a fox plush on her belt loop. But the best part about this skin and why it's better than Rainy Day Mercy, in my opinion, are the accessories. Her kunai are little mini umbrellas. The Ofuna papers have rain droplets and little trees or lily pads, whatever it is on them. And then the grenade is flowers. Look, I'm very easy to please. Give me bright, colorful skins for some of my favorite heroes, and I'm gonna buy them. But luckily, this was in Tier 1 of the Battle Pass, and that was the only reason to get this season's Battle Pass, because if it wasn't for this skin, it would be the worst Battle Pass of all time. But here's the reason why the second Sserafim Collab skin set is some of the best, and it's not because of Fearless Ash. No. It's because of Security Bob. If Bob didn't have a special outfit that was not only fitting for this collaboration, not only would Ash not be the 4th best skin, she wouldn't even be in the top 10. I mean, Ash, she's cool. This is her first cutesy skin that she's ever gotten because she's this rough and tough and cowboy that's not supposed to be one of the gals, but she can still have fun. And if that means that she has to dress up in cute colors and cute outfits, then she's gonna do it. And it's kind of funny how they gave her little cat ears on her hood, but at least it's a unique design. This actually separates her from the other girls in this skin set. I also love her gun too with the Sserafim logo, but also a little sparkly effect that you can see throughout. Like, this is a very unique skin for Ash specifically, but it's just a really sick skin for the collaboration that's from, mainly because it's Security Bob protecting the girlies. But now cracking into the top 3 is gonna be a skin that everyone's gonna say doesn't deserve to be at number 3. It's gonna be a skin that's like, wait a minute, that skin exists? And that is right, Toxic Bastion is a fantastic skin, and here's why. It's easy to put green toxic test tubes on a hero and call it a day, but when you replace the face of a robot with a brain and toxic green juice, that is what gives this skin top 3 level status. Plus, we also see Bastion's bird get a skeleton undead treatment, and wait a minute, Is that his bird in the test? It's moving. I just noticed that. That's the bird, but it has 2 heads and it's just. Oh, this skin is wild, bro. Oh my god, that's a wild and crazy design. I didn't even notice that. Well, besides that, I mean, there's not really much else to it. It's really just the floating brain that I love about this skin. And that's all you should really love about it, to put it in your top 3. Actually, I also just noticed this. His gun is a poison toxic needle instead of a gun. Bastion, he's someone that doesn't get a lot of skins, but when he does, I don't think anyone ever hates on them. And Toxic Bastion definitely is no exception. But when trying to choose what is the best skin to come out of Season 15, it was so hard, mainly because I know Mercy mains are gonna crucify me for putting her Sserafim Fearless collab skin at number 2. Here's what I'll say. It's definitely the best skin to come out of the second collaboration, and there's something to be said about that. My theory when it comes to this skin being so different, I think they want to release this design with the original 5, but they had too many girls and they just substituted this one out. That's why we have different pants here with a unique skirt. We also have leggings that are bedazzled. Not only is that a cute design, but it's kind of age appropriate for Mercy. She's like, what, 38 or something? But I also just love her orange crop top and also her pink braided hairdo. It's a bit wild with the colors, but it's not too wild compared to some of the other hairdos and colors, like with Eliari and her green crop top. Plus the dance fur on her wings and the ticker design on her staff, like just everything about this skin is perfect for the second collaboration. I just wish the other 4 skins kind of had the love and attention that you can tell Mercy got from this collab. For Mercy's first collab skin, if you don't count Pink Mercy, they absolutely knocked it out of the park with this one, which is so hard because the park is like 7,000 feet. But it's not number 1. And hey, this is a Bro You Wack video, so it's no surprise to see that May's Rainy Day skin gets the number 1 spot, but it's not because of biasness, even though everyone will say that, but it's just because this is a perfect skin. Every inch of the skin is perfect. We have a froggy theme here with Rainy Day May, with the frog holding an umbrella protecting himself. Snowball as a frog. We even see a frog on the gun of May that just jiggles around when you move with it. Like, if you love frogs, you love the skin. Frog on her raincoat, on her gloves, even on her boots. Like, I didn't know May loved frogs this much, but it's just so fitting for the kind of girl that she is. I just love, and I'm gonna repeat it, love what they did with their hair. They braided it up, dyed it pink, gave her pigtails with little like things at the end of it. Just so precious and adorable. Yellow glasses too. Like, I can't get enough of this May skin. People always ask me what my favorite May skin is, and I always have a tough time answering because maybe it's Sprinkles, maybe it's Honeydew, but I think I found it. I think Rainy Day May is my favorite May skin of all time, and that's so hard to say because